Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Under 10 Minutes. Money is a language, but not everyone learns to speak it. Robert Kiyosaki, in his best selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, shows us that financial success is not about working harder, it's about thinking differently. Through the contrasting lessons of his two father figures, one educated but financially struggling, the other less formally educated but wealthy, Kiyosaki reveals the mindset shifts that separate the rich from the poor. Let's journey through these lessons, organized into clear themes, and uncover the wisdom that can change the way we see money forever. Kiyosaki grew up with two father figures. His biological father, the poor dad, was highly educated, respected, and hardworking, but he believed in job security, steady income, and traditional success. His friend's father, the rich dad, was a businessman with little formal education, but he believed in financial independence, investing, and making money work for you. The contrast between these two men shaped Kiyosaki's thinking. Poor dad taught him to value degrees and stable employment. Rich dad taught him to value financial literacy, assets, and entrepreneurship. The lesson is clear: wealth begins not with money, but with mindset. Rich dad insisted that the most powerful skill is financial education. Schools teach math, history, and science, but rarely teach how money works. That is why many smart, hardworking people still struggle financially. Kiyosaki explains that the rich focus on acquiring assets, while the poor and middle class often accumulate liabilities that they mistake for assets. An asset puts money in your pocket, like investments, businesses, or rental properties. A liability takes money out, like loans, cars, or expensive houses. The key is simple: buy assets, avoid liabilities, and let your money grow. Poor dad believed in climbing the corporate ladder, rich dad believed in building the ladder yourself. Kiyosaki emphasizes that jobs provide income, but they rarely provide freedom. Instead of working only for money, work to learn skills like sales, marketing, investing, communication, because these skills create opportunities beyond a paycheck. He tells the story of how he and his friend learned to run small businesses as children, selling comic books and managing shops. The lesson was not the money they made, but the skills they gained. Skills compound faster than salaries, and those skills eventually open doors to financial independence. Rich Dad taught that the rich do not work for money, they make money work for them. This means building businesses, investing in real estate, and creating systems that generate income even while you sleep. Kiyosaki explains the concept of cash flow. Income from assets should exceed expenses, creating surplus wealth. He warns against relying solely on salaries because jobs can disappear but assets continue to produce. Financial freedom comes when your passive income covers your lifestyle. One of the biggest differences between the rich and the poor is how they handle fear. Poor dad avoided risk, believing it was safer to stay employed. Rich dad embraced risk, but with knowledge and caution. Kiyosaki insists that fear of losing money keeps most people trapped, while the rich learn from mistakes and keep moving forward. He reminds us that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. Every investor, every entrepreneur, every wealthy person has faced losses. The difference is that they kept going. Ultimately, Rich Dad Poor Dad is about freedom. It teaches that wealth is not measured by salary, but by how long you can live without working. If your assets generate enough income to cover your expenses, you're free. Kiyosaki urges readers to start small, save, invest, learn, and grow. Build assets, reduce liabilities, and focus on financial education. Over time, these habits create independence. The rich are not defined by money itself, but by the ability to control their time, their choices, and their future. Rich Dad Poor Dad teaches us that the difference between wealth and struggle is not education or effort, it's the mindset. The poor work for money while the rich make money work for them. Build assets, embrace learning, take risks, and focus on freedom. In the end, financial success is not about how much you earn, it's about how you think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it among your friends. See you in the next one. Bye bye.